Over the years, the chapter has experienced RCOs at county and township levels and in city government. Embedded in them is language about apprenticeship, which tends to be prohibitive. Class A apprenticeship refers to a structured program designed to train individuals in a specific skilled trade or profession through a combination of on-the-job training and classroom instruction.
It's approved by the Department of Labor, and it's classroom training, and they require 4,000 hours of field training. Once they complete those two facets, they can then graduate as a journeyman.
The responsible contractor ordinances that have come out lately are really tightening up the pool of contractors that can bid on jobs. A general contractor may have multiple subcontractors that can bid on a job, but now they're limiting it to 2 or 3.
A statewide RCO was recently passed by the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. The measure was proposed by the same sponsor of a similar bill that ABC helped defeat in the city of Allentown. The chapter successfully conducted a targeted campaign with the help of our members, and the Allentown bill was defeated.
This legislation will add significant cost to future city redevelopment. Added costs would make important projects unbuildable. This is going to be a legislation that is going to do nothing but deter people from coming into Allentown to do work.
Many municipalities, school districts, and other areas that have since removed their RCOs, they put them in place. They realized they couldn't get qualified bids. The bids were way over budget. They ultimately had to remove it and got their projects under budget and done successfully.
Northampton County embraced its RCO but met unexpected hurdles as several projects struggled to attract sufficient bids. One notable project was put out for bids twice, yet failed to meet the full scope of work due to a lack of sufficient bidders. It was only after the county removed the RCO requirements that they received enough bids to move forward. Another local contractor struggled to find subs to complete restoration of the old courthouse, eventually finding some. Had the RCO been in effect during the restoration, the contractor would have faced major obstacles as available companies lacked personnel in registered apprenticeship programs, making it impossible for them to meet the RCO standards. The same contractor later encountered the RCO again on a different project. This time, the stringent requirements led them to back out entirely, citing the limitations imposed by the ordinance. The Colonial School Board made a significant move by voting 8-1 to reject 2 bids for the construction of a new middle school. These bids exceeded the budget by over $4.5 million, thus raising concerns and prompting a decision to rescind their RCO and call for a rebid.
If you have only 3 contractors that can do a certain type of work, and an RCO passes, and now the RCO eliminates all 3 of them, the general contractor is going to go outside of Pennsylvania or the county to bring somebody else in. If I'm flying somebody from Pennsylvania down to work in Florida, I'm not charging the same rate that I would be charging up here in Pennsylvania. So ultimately, the taxpayers are going to take the burden of that responsible contractor ordinances and, paying more for the same exact project.
Say an electrical company, 40 years in business, has been doing wonderful work, living in Allentown, paying their taxes in Allentown, doing all of this. And then we say, well, nah, sorry, but you can't work for anything here. No contract for the city, even though you're qualified.
We met the criteria for the RCO, and because of that, we were awarded the project. We performed well on the project. We were close to the end of the project. We were low bid on 2 other projects, similar projects in the county with the same RCO. We were low bid, but for some reason, we got disqualified. They had already awarded us a project with the same RCO, and now they're telling us that we're disqualified. They awarded both projects to the second bidder, and it cost the taxpayers an extra $1 million.
The statewide bill is currently in committee at the Senate. If you have any RCO-related questions, don't hesitate to contact the chapter.